So I made a big mistake in the first probably year of doing um, YouTube videos, and it was pointing people to an appointment. Um, there's it's hard to go from a YouTube video, thinking from a viewer, a potential new client, go from that to all of a sudden spending 30 or 60 minutes with someone on the phone. That's still a big ask. What I figured out was if you can create these little micro commitments or maybe micro asks along the way that give them more and more introduction to you and your process and how you work without having to book a meeting, that worked a lot better. I'll give you an example. So I think, so again, once we started the YouTube videos, we were doing asking for appointments, and some people would do it. Actually, here's the first 10 months. May of 2020 is when we started YouTube, and we had 0 subscribers. And then the end of the year, we were having a Christmas party, and we had a grand whopping 70 subscribers. And each video, I did one video a week and just stayed on that pace. And I was kind of getting teased, or felt like I was getting teased for this new initiative we were going to try, and there was no results coming from it. But I made a commitment, and I was going to continue it mainly for the purpose of becoming better on video. That was one of the goals. So I wasn't tied to the results or the outcome. I was tied to, I want to become a better communicator via video, because I think that's where a lot of this is going, and that's a way for people to connect. But anyways, after that 70 subscribers, the following year in January, so a month later, one video took off, and that one video was actually created 2 months and posted 2 months earlier, which is kind of interesting with the YouTube algorithm. You never really know when video is going to get put, or I don't know when it is, but it just happens sometimes. So that one video, yeah, it was the one that probably has the most views on the channel, and it was the how much do I need to retire, I believe. That one, in one weekend, it got 20 people to reach out and request at that time what we had, not to request for a meeting, but they requested a not a guide, not a join our email list. It was a quiz that we created. The quiz was called How Much Do I Need to Retire? And it walked people through 8 questions where they gave all their information. I got the results, and then I created a custom reply that took about 3 minutes to record, and then a follow-up of, hey, we talked about some of the big general things. People in your position, they may be thinking about Roth conversions getting close to, or once they do retire and moving more to tax-free or post-tax. And then they also are thinking about blah, 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 whatever it is, 3 things or 2 things. If you want to talk more about that, let me know. And the main goal was help them answer their question about how much do I need to retire. And again, not get super specific, but big picture, and give them ideas, show them. I was at the time using a Riskalyze roadmap, which was just a really simple retirement planner where you plug 4 or 5 numbers in, and you get to a nice visual. So I screen shared, sent that to them, and about 25% of people who saw that would ask for a first meeting. So that's where it started. So the question was, what's the process after the video? The answer was, we had a quiz that people would start to engage with, and it was a micro commitment, small questions before we ever met, and they got a lot of value before they ever talked with me in the intro call, if that makes sense. Hopefully that saves someone 10 months of their journey if they're starting to create content. Don't go, I mean, yes, you're going to have a schedule a meeting on your website, and you may point people that way, but look for something else that is a small ask for their email address to that will give them value in some way.